And the most terrible, one day when Pico was resting, "It's a delicious meal! Ha 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 ha!" In a small village surrounded by dense forests, and the morning sun shines on the remote village with peace and coolness. The morning dew smiles at the green grass. There lived a wooden boy named Pinocchio. Pinocchio lived with his grandfather. His grandfather always looked after and educated Pinocchio. Pinocchio loved his morning walks through the forest. He always had a smile on his face in the morning. One day, while playing on the edge of the forest, he met a small bright blue bird that was sad, alone on the edge of a very clear river in a dense forest. Then Pinocchio looked at the little bird. They looked at each other face to face. Because Pinocchio was curious, Pinocchio asked the little bird, "Hey, what's your name?" "Why are you sad?" "My name is Little Pico. I'm sad because I got lost in this forest. I forgot the way to my house." "Oh, I see." "Where's your mom, Pico?" says Pinocchio. "My mom is at home. I played too far away from home. I didn't feel I had left home. And when I was going home, I got lost." Seeing that his new friend was lost, Pinocchio gladly offered to take Pico home to meet his mother. "Would you like me to take you back to your house, Pico?" "Of course I would. It would be my pleasure, Pinocchio." "Thank you for your kindness," Pico says. The two of them began to explore the lush forest, looking for a way home for the little bird. However, the deeper they went into the forest, the more wonders they encountered. Shining moss-covered trees, colorful flowers, and cute little creatures became part of the amazing scenery. Along the way, Pico and Pinocchio were very happy. They were greeted by Pinocchio's little friends in the jungle. There were rabbits, mice, armadillos. They gave him happy smiles. However, their adventure was not smooth sailing. They had to face various obstacles, such as swift rivers and deep valleys. And the most terrible, one day when Pico was resting, suddenly behind Pico, there was an orange wolf with sharp teeth lurking behind the big trees. Pico did not realize it because Pico was enjoying the atmosphere of the dense forest. Pinocchio was not beside Pico at that time. "It's a delicious meal! Ha 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 ha! I'm going to snatch and eat that little bird," Wolf said. Pico began to feel something strange. Something was lurking behind the tree. Finally, Pico looked back and saw a wolf with sharp teeth. Pico was very scared to see the wolf. "Oh my God, it's a savage wolf!" "Ha ha ha ha!" The wolf then jumped to pounce on Pico, but Pico was able to avoid the wolf's pounce. Pico ran away and was chased by the wolf. Pico was very afraid. "Pinocchio! Pinocchio! Help me! Help me!" Pico was screaming with fear. Hearing Pico's cry, Pinocchio immediately ran to help his new friend. The fight between Pinocchio and the wolf began. terrible things happened. The other savage wolves began to crowd around Pinocchio, but Pinocchio wasn't the least bit afraid. Pico is now hiding in the bushes, sometimes behind trees. Pico is very scared and very worried about Pinocchio, who is fighting the wolf. "Oh God, save Pinocchio from a pack of evil wolves," Pico begged. The fight was very tense. Pinocchio looked so calm against the wolf. Pinocchio was not afraid because Pinocchio was a brave and strong boy. It turned out that the wolf who was hit by Pinocchio was the leader of a group of other wolves. This scared all the other wolves, seeing their leader fall. Then the wolves did not attack, and finally they left Pinocchio and Pico. Seeing Pinocchio successfully defeating Wolf, Pico was very happy and came out of his hiding place. Pico's face looked very cheerful. Pico couldn't wait to meet Pinocchio. "Are you okay, Pinocchio?" "Yes, I'm fine, Pico. How about you, Pico?" "I'm fine too." "Then let's continue our journey to your house, Pico. Your mother must be very sad and must be looking for you."
Okay, let's go, Pinocchio.
Pinocchio and Pico continued their journey to Pico's house. They passed through a long, dense forest, through beautiful mountain scenery, through green rice fields. They continued walking without getting tired. Pico couldn't wait to meet his mother. Meanwhile, deep in the forest, a mother bird looks sad. Yes, she is. Mama Pico is sad thinking about her son who has not returned home until now. She can only hope her son can return safely. Let's go back to Pinocchio and Pico's journey. Pinocchio's steps stopped. Pinocchio saw a sight that he saw for the first time in front of his eyes. Pinocchio looked up the tree. He saw many triangular houses made of wood. There were also several birds in the birdhouse. "Yay! We have reached my village, Pinocchio. Soon we will reach my house." Pico shouted happily. "Oh yay! Pinocchio is happy." "Oh, I see. I'm very happy to hear that." "Let's go to my house, not far from here." After a while, they finally met Mama Pico. Mama Pico was very surprised to see Pico come home. Mama Pico was very happy. "Hi dear, you're finally home. Mama was so worried about you. Thank God you're back. By the way, who did you go home with, Pico?" Pico's mom looked at Pinocchio. "Oh, that's my new friend. His name is Pinocchio. He is the one who helped me while I was lost in the dense forest. He also helped me from the wolf who wanted to pounce on me." "Oh my God, you want to be pounced by a wolf? Are you and Pinocchio okay?" "Yes, Mom, we're fine. Thank goodness. You're so great, Pinocchio. Thank you for helping Pico." "You are welcome, Mama Pico." "Now that my task is finished, I ask permission to go home," Pinocchio said. "Pico, I'm going home first. Take good care of yourself. Don't play too far away again. I love adventuring with you, Pico. Hopefully someday we will meet again. See you again, Pico," Pinocchio said. Okay, Pinocchio, thank you. Be careful on your way home. I believe you are a strong boy, Pico said. Okay, with a heart full of happiness, Pinocchio returned to his village, carrying stories of his exciting adventures with Pico. Although the adventure has ended, their fond memories and friendship will always remain in their hearts. The message in this story is to be friendly and do good to fellow creatures of God. That's the story of Pinocchio and Pico's adventure in the dense forest. Did you like this story? If you like it, let's watch another exciting story in the next video. Thank you.